Ever felt overwhelmed by the task of creating a compelling PowerPoint presentation? We've all been there. The daunting blank slide, the blinking cursor, the pressure to create something that is visually engaging, informative, and well-structured. It's easy to feel lost in the multitude of design choices, slide layouts, and content structuring options. Not to mention the challenge of conveying your ideas and messages effectively. This is what we call the PowerPoint plight. It's a common struggle, whether you're a student working on a school project, a business professional preparing for a meeting, or even an individual trying to share a story or an idea. But don't worry, there's a solution. This video is here to guide you to unlock the secrets of PowerPoint. We'll help you navigate through the process of designing slides, structuring your content, and delivering an impactful presentation. So stay with us as we dive into the secrets of PowerPoint to help you create a perfect presentation. Our first secret is simplicity and prioritization. Imagine you're cooking a recipe. If you were to throw every ingredient in your pantry into the mix, the result would be a confusing, unappetizing mess. Our approach to PowerPoint presentations shouldn't be much different. Like a well-cooked meal, they should be carefully crafted, highlighting key ingredients, or in this case, key points. The importance of keeping your slides simple and prioritizing information cannot be overstated. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to share every bit of your knowledge or research. But remember, your audience can only digest so much information at once. Your goal is to communicate your message, not to overwhelm your listeners with data. So, how do you decide what content should be included? Start with your main message. What is it that you want your audience to remember after your presentation? Once you have that, build your content around it. Every piece of information on your slide should support that main message, and anything that doesn't directly contribute to that should be reconsidered. And how do you present your content in a clear and concise manner? Start with the rule of 3. Our brains are wired to remember things in threes, so aim to have no more than 3 main points per slide. Use bullet points or numbered lists to make your content easier to absorb, and avoid lengthy paragraphs. Remember, your slide is not a script. It's there to support your spoken words, not to duplicate them. Avoiding information overload is another key aspect of simplicity and prioritization. Too many details can cause cognitive overload, making it difficult for your audience to retain your message. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. It's just too much at once. So be selective with your content, and remember that sometimes less is more. To sum it up, when it comes to PowerPoint presentations, think of yourself as a chef. Choose your ingredients wisely, keep your recipe simple, and prioritize your flavors. Remember, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Moving on to our second secret, making your presentation visually appealing. Now, PowerPoint is more than just a tool to display text, it's an entire design studio right at your fingertips. So let's delve into how we can best utilize these features to enhance your presentation. Firstly, let's talk about colors. Colors can evoke emotions and set the overall mood of your presentation. A vibrant red can indicate urgency or excitement, while a cool blue might suggest calm and stability. Choose a color scheme that complements your topic and resonates with your message. But remember, less is more. Stick to 2 or 3 primary colors to avoid overwhelming your audience. Now, onto fonts. Fonts add personality to your presentation. A sleek modern font can give your presentation a professional look, while a whimsical hand-drawn font might be more suited for a lighter, more casual topic. However, readability is paramount. Make sure your text is easy to read from a distance and try to limit yourself to 2 different fonts per presentation. Images can speak louder than words. They can break up large blocks of text, provide visual examples, and add a touch of personality. But be cautious about the images you choose. Ensure they are high quality, relevant, and properly credited if necessary. Animations, when used sparingly, can add a dynamic element to your presentation. They can guide the audience's attention, reveal information gradually, and provide visual interest. However, too many animations can be distracting, so use them wisely and selectively. Consistency and balance are the 2 pillars of a visually appealing presentation. Keep your design elements consistent throughout your slides. This includes fonts, colors, and styles. Balance, on the other hand, is about arranging your elements in a way that is visually pleasing and easy to follow. This might involve aligning text and images, evenly distributing elements, or using grids and guides. In conclusion, a visually appealing presentation not only engages the audience but also makes the content easier to understand. So don't be afraid to experiment with PowerPoint's design features. After all, a picture paints 1,000 words, and a well-designed presentation can tell an unforgettable story. Our third secret is storytelling. Don't be misled by the term storytelling. We're not asking you to tell a fairy tale here. What we mean by storytelling in the context of a PowerPoint presentation is the act of creating a narrative flow. This narrative flow is what guides your audience through the presentation, connecting the dots for them and making the information easy to digest and remember. Imagine a presentation without a narrative. It's like a book with random chapters. It's confusing, disjointed, and difficult to follow. On the other hand, a presentation with a well-constructed narrative is like a well-written novel. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It flows smoothly from one point to the next, making it easy for your audience to follow along and stay engaged. So, how do you create a compelling storyline? Well, it starts with understanding your audience. What are their interests? What are their pain points? What do they hope to gain from your presentation? Once you know this, you can tailor your narrative to meet their needs and expectations. Next, you need to structure your story. Think of it as a 3-act play. The first act is your introduction. Here, you set the stage for your presentation, giving your audience a peek into what's to come. The second act is the body of your presentation. This is where you delve into the details, providing the meat of your information. The final act is your conclusion, where you wrap up your points, reiterate your key messages, and give your audience a sense of closure. Throughout this process, remember to keep your audience engaged. Use rhetorical questions to provoke thought, anecdotes to illustrate your points, and pauses to allow your audience to digest the information. Remember, a good story is not just about the information you provide, but also how you provide it. The way you deliver your information can make a world of difference in how it's received. So take the time to craft your narrative and watch as your presentation comes alive. With storytelling, you turn a simple presentation into a captivating story. Our final secret is practice. How many times have we heard the age-old adage, "Practice makes perfect"? Well, it's an adage for a reason. It's absolutely true, and it applies to PowerPoint presentations just as much as it does to any other skill or craft. To create an impactful presentation, you need to rehearse. Rehearsing helps you familiarize yourself with your content, allows you to work out any kinks, and ultimately boosts your confidence. PowerPoint has some amazing tools to aid your rehearsal process. One such tool is the Rehearse Timings feature. This feature allows you to run through your presentation as if it were live, automatically timing how long you spend on each slide. This can help you manage your presentation duration, ensuring you're not rushing through slides or lingering too long on a single point. Another useful feature is the presenter view. This view provides a private window for you, the presenter, with your notes, a preview of the upcoming slide, and a timer. It's like having a personal assistant right there with you, guiding you through your presentation. Now let's talk about preparation for questions and interruptions. It's likely that your audience will have questions or comments during your presentation. To anticipate this, try to think about potential questions that could arise from your content. Prepare answers or additional slides to address these questions. This way, you're not caught off guard, and you demonstrate an in-depth understanding of your topic. Also, consider practicing with interruptions. Have a friend or colleague interrupt you with questions during your rehearsal. This will help you learn how to handle interruptions smoothly, without losing your train of thought or your presentation's flow. Remember, the goal of practicing isn't just to memorize your presentation, but to understand it so well that you can adapt on the fly. It's about being so comfortable with your content that you can focus on engaging with your audience and delivering your message with clarity and conviction. Practice is the key to delivering a flawless presentation. Now, let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We dove into the secrets of PowerPoint, starting with simplicity and prioritization. Remember, your audience will appreciate a clean, focused message, so strip out the clutter and keep your key points front and center. Next, we explored the power of visual appeal. Engaging images, balanced layouts, and thoughtful color choices can greatly enhance your presentation, capturing attention and aiding comprehension. Then, we delved into the art of storytelling. A compelling narrative can turn a dry presentation into an engaging journey, so weave your facts and figures into a story that resonates with your audience. Finally, we emphasized the importance of practice. The more familiar you are with your material, the more confident and effective your delivery will be. These 4 secrets can transform a basic PowerPoint presentation into an impactful and memorable one. Armed with these secrets, you're now ready to conquer the world of PowerPoint presentations. Happy presenting!